So while there's significant pressure to keep up with the latest smartphone models and technology, the reality is that not all of us use our phones in such a way that calls for the fastest processors, the best displays, or even the best cameras. Now these days, it's possible to get a great phone without breaking the bank. And our top recommendations for the best phones under $500 right now are the Galaxy A53 and the iPhone SE3. Of course, as we go over these phones, if you'd like to check them out or learn more about them, we'll have some resource links in the description. For now, let's kick things off with the Galaxy A53. Now, it currently sells for $450, which makes it much cheaper than getting an S22 or S21, or even a new iPhone 13 series. And I would say out of all the $400 phones I've tested out this year, this is probably the best one thus far. Now, as far as the design of this phone, it looks really nice. You can see it's got a quad back camera that's 64 megapixels. So this phone is really good for phone photography. It can also record in 4K at 60 frames per second. Now, as far as the screen, it's got a big one, 6.5 inches. And another awesome thing about this phone is the battery life. So it's got a 5,000 mAh built-in battery, which is insanely big. And, if battery life is ever an issue for you on a phone, it's not going to be on this one. Now, I've got one example picture here. This is my Jason Voorhees coffee mug. I use it on a weekly basis. I know it's a little weird, but, I love scary movies. Anyways, the camera on this phone is really good. So for a $400 phone, it's going to be great for phone photography. Next thing I'm going to do is throw up some video in sound quality because it is a very loud phone. Then we'll check out some gaming as well.
For as long as I can remember, I have looked for an equal. One who could push me. One who could surprise me. One who could even beat me. Yet all I found is disappointment. One of you finally give me what I desire. Yes, we will.
Okay, next we're going to kill some zombies playing Into the Dead 2, and then I'll give you my final thoughts on the A53. Now, why would you buy an iPhone SE to begin with? Well, two reasons. It's a lot more affordable at around $400, and it still reps the home button. So if you're already using an older iPhone like the SE2, 8, or 7, then you're going to feel right at home with the SE3. Now, as far as differences between the SE3 and SE2, honestly, there aren't many. Now, I've got my red SE2 here to really prove this. As you can see, they're literally impossible to differentiate as they look identical. Same screen sizes, camera specs, and so forth. Even when I stack them on top of each other, I mean, come on now, they're the same size, right? Now, the thing that really separates the SE2 from the SE3 is that the battery life is slightly better on the SE3, and the processor has also got the same processor as the iPhone 13, which is going to make it a faster phone. However, I would say out of those two differences, the better battery life is the bigger deal. Now, lots of people have complained about the poor battery life on the SE2, so it is a factor. Now, as far as phone photography, which is the next thing I want to touch on, really nothing different in my opinion after taking pictures and recording videos on both phones. Now, I'm going to pull up a quick picture here. It's my Jason Voorhees coffee mug. I use this thing all the time. I know it's kind of weird, but I like scary movies. But yeah, so you're really going to get the same camera for taking pictures and recording video. Okay, the next thing I want to do is run some video on both phones simultaneously to show you, once again, not much of a difference, but also what you can expect if you're going to get the iPhone SE3, since the screen is going to be smaller. Now, I've got the iPhone SE3 up top and the SE2 right below it, so let's check it out.
We've lost the square. We can't hold it.
Okay, next I'm going to run some gaming on the SE3, playing Call of Duty Mobile and then some Into the Dead 2. Now, I am going to be using the Backbone 1 controller, which is my favorite gaming controller for any iPhone I'm currently using. Then after we do some of this gameplay, I'm going to give you my final thoughts on if the SE3 is worth buying.
Inside! Back up! Desert killer drone on standby. Target down! Target down! Reload! Contact with enemy! Sniper! Sniper! Back up! Enemy contact! Contact with enemy! Enemy contact! Missile awaiting orders. Target's inside! Enemy contact! Target's inside! Tango down! Watch out! Grenade! Need backup! I'm hurt! Get down! Sniper! Go down! Need backup! Keep on them. We're winning this one. I'm hurt! Need backup! I'm hurt! Target's inside! Enemy down! contact. Enemy down. Need backup. Changing mag. Target's inside. Enemy down.
Tango down.
Tango down.